I bought this little knife here on AliExpress. The reason why I actually bought this was I wanted to do a leather stacked handle, and I was looking for a like a Skinner style blade, and I found a bunch of different blanks and that, and they were actually more expensive than this knife. Like, this knife was like one of the cheapest I've seen on Ali. So I decided to get this one, and I was going to rehandle it. But actually, after it came, I'm like super impressed with this knife. And I'm not so sure that this isn't actually an original knife. Like, usually on the stuff on Ali is like a Chinese copy of some other knife. But this one, I can't really tell for sure. And a lot of times when it's a Chinese copy, it'll be different on there somehow. Like it'll say made in China, or they just won't even put any markings on it. I wanted to have a look at this particular one, and I would like to see what other people think in their opinion, if they think that this is an actual Chinese copy, or if this is like a real original made. I think this is a Russian made knife. I'm not sure if it's Russian or Ukrainian. It's probably Russian or Ukrainian. I don't think it's Greek, but it's got the Cyrillic lettering on it. So we'll have a look from the blade. Now, I looked up the original like specifications first, not the Ali specifications, but it's like a high chromium steel, which I guess I would say that this probably looks like a high chromium steel, but I don't know how you could really tell. The grind itself, you'll be able to see on the blade. The grind itself, it's not rough at all. It's just the way it is. There's a little bit here you can feel, a little bit there, but I don't know if that's something that's like indicative of like a Chinese made blade, that it's sort of rough like that, or if that's how these things are actually made. And it is obviously like a like the Appleseed grind, or the what is the other name for it? A hollow grind. It's like a hollow grind on it. It is definitely that, and it's definitely sharp. So that's the blade, and you can see the markings. They stand out, and they are like I'm assuming they're laser etched in there. And you can see the marking there. We'll flip it around, and then like this is how I looked up the steel, which is 65X13, which is high chromium steel. And you can see how nice the blade actually is. Like, it's not mirror finish like some of the Brazilian knives that I've seen. Like, they have like a mirror finish. This doesn't. This has almost like a carbon steel blade like look to it, and I haven't really cleaned it up too much. I cleaned it up a bit. It did have like oil on it, so there's that. The only thing of concern, which probably isn't really a big concern, is the right here where the fit is of the tang going into the handle. But if we look at the handle, how beautiful this handle is. Like, it's like, I'm guessing this is ebony wood. I don't know what this is, some kind of beech wood or some kind of light wood. And then you've got an actual piece of leather here. It'll show up on camera. It is a compressed piece of leather. You've got these two metal, like polished metal rings there, whether they're probably, well, I would assume they're stainless steel polished. Like, I don't think they would be a polished aluminum. Maybe they are. But if you look at the finish, like how it's fit on there, and then again the wood, how it's finished, you can feel that it is three separate pieces of wood, and they're perfectly sanded. This one here, you could feel right here, you could feel just the tiniest of little, like where they meet up. And it is just amazing. You can see here this wood. I'm not sure how this handle is actually affixed to the blade, if it's down, like if it's a full tang here and then this is like somehow screwed onto the bottom. I'm not really sure about that. But you can see how nice it is. So I guess I'll also show the sheath here, which was another really nice thing about this knife. It's just your typical nylon sheath, but it actually secures the blade really well. I assume if this was the original, it would have like a leather sheath, I would think, but it secures it. You could carry it like this, and then also if you want the added security, you could snap it there and it holds it in there really secure. Which that's a really nice really nice sheath for this thing. So I don't know if that's an original made knife or if this is just a really beautiful copy of a knife. I mean, you can let me know in the comments what you think this is. I mean, if this is an original knife, I mean, even as a copy, the price of this thing, I say this was like well under $10, and I was going to scrap the handle and everything, but after it came and I seen how nice it is, I'm like, there's no way, I'll just keep it the way it is. So anyways, other than that, thank you for watching.